can be playing this deck, which is red-green Scapeshift, but it's a little bit different than other lists that you might have seen before. We just have a lot of lands. We have 29 lands. We have 4 of our favorite Arboreal Grazer. And top it off, there's a Dwarven Mine. Yeah, I remembered our discussion. It's here. Is it in the deck list? If someone could check the extension, tell me if it's in the deck list, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, we got the 8 green cantrips, I guess is the right word. These are basically cantrips in the deck. Well, I guess Pact is not a cantrip, but Once Upon a Time is like pretty close to a cantrip. And we just got tons and tons and tons of mana acceleration and 7 big payoffs. So to the unassuming eye, it looks like that your deck kind of doesn't do anything. But we got Field of the Dead in our deck. So we can incidentally generate 2/2s. And then we can cast Scapeshift at some point and probably kill our opponent. So how many mountains are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dwarven Mine's a mountain for Scapeshift purposes. And sideboard, we got 4 pieces of like removal. Got some anti-blue cards. Well, Veil of Summer is anti-blue, whereas clearly just anti-infect. I guess this actually... no, never mind. It's just anti-infect. So we got an anti-shadow card. We got an anti-artifact enchantments card. This is modern, yeah. Yeah, Jacob, I was reading it again. I was trying to remember if it stopped opposing druids, and it doesn't. We got some anti-burn cards / anti-mid-range cards, and we got some anti-tron cards / storm cards. So that's basically it. Seems... I'm going to say it seems simple, but then we're going to play some games and it's probably not going to be so simple. So let's get to it. Yo, what's up, Cran? It's been a long time, man. Hope you're having a good one. Happy holidays if you believe in that stuff. Yeah, the creator of this list is in the chat currently. Shout out to Banjo Cargo. Follow him on Twitch. And we got our first match. No, Breach is horrible in this list. Basically, I think you essentially have to decide if you want to play Breach or Scapeshift. You're not allowed to play both. Is this a keep? Yeah, it doesn't seem like a keep, but... Ugh. I guess this is a keep, but it's not the best. I'm going to bottom 1 Once Upon a Time, but I'm going to keep this hand and play Valakut tapped on turn 1 probably. Note, if they go to Thoughtseize me, then I'll actually cast Once Upon a Time in response. Okay, so it's Poison or Affinity, I guess. Looking for untapped green source. Unfortunately, we whiffed. It's pretty unlikely, I think, to miss right there, but what are we gonna do? Probably take Snow-Covered Mountain then, I guess. Yeah, I don't see how taking Sakura-Tribe Elder helps me, really. Right. Well, probably not going to win this one, but... Alright, so it is blue-green infect. Yeah, what's up, Cambo212? Playing some Modern tonight. not so good. Guess I play field, but this is like super, super unexciting. I guess I'll bluff the lightning bolt. Like, they could have blessing, or they could have top decked breeding pool shadows, right? All right, 3 infect, that's fine. Well, I'm not an infect expert. Also, this is going really, really, really poorly. Guess I'll bluff a second bolt. There's like a world where this 1/1 will be relevant. I mean, I think it's correct to keep that 6-card hand, right? Like, just if you run the numbers, this was very unlikely to have happen. Okay, I guess that's 7 plus 3. Yeah. Also, like, if Once Upon a Time hit a green source, I think this hand was just actively great. So, and the second Once Upon a Time is like basically the worst card in the hand. So I think it was right. Not gonna side this out. I think this is actually good in the matchup. Yeah, I obviously think the bet was good. Otherwise, I would have done something different, right? Sort of debatable if I want this, right? But probably not. Veil doesn't actually do anything, I think, for some. Like, sure, it stops like a Spell Pierce or whatever, but I don't think that's what the matchup's actually about. I'm inclined to side out some number of Scapeshifts, actually, but maybe that's crazy. I think if I were... Yes, it's a Melira. 2 to 3 shift and 2 Farseek. I like that. Yeah. I think Jacob had Infect in mind when putting Melira in the sideboard, obviously, right? Like, you don't do this unless if you have specifically Infect in mind. Anyways, seems fine. Not going to cut Shave on one spawn times. I think it's super critical in this matchup. Plus, snapping off Melira is just, like, obviously insane. Alright, I think this is a pretty clear keep. One thing to note is you basically never want to play... No, I think Titan is way better. I don't think that's how it works, really. Yeah, exactly. We have 4 Castle Garenbrig in our deck shadows. Don't forget that as well. Orm, probably not, but they could, obviously, and I wouldn't fault them. Fault them for it, rather. I mean, this is a different deck, right? Speaking of Castle Garenbrig. Should I bolt the Hierarch? Feels like I should, but it's kind of close. I think if I had a lot more removal in my deck, I would just snap it off, but I'm going to think about it. Anyways, I think it's right, but I at least thought about it before doing anything, right? Probably don't want to do that, all things considered. They don't have blue mana, which is kind of nice. Just gonna get a mountain. I think I'm supposed to get actual mountain. guess Valakut Go is probably good. I could Pact for Melira. Doesn't seem great, actually, but... I'm not Cran. I'm playing the Legacy playoff on Magic Online. First place gets a Mox and PT invite, so... Plus, I don't have to go anywhere. Otherwise, I'd be down to find a team, obviously, but, you know. And then I'm just going to Valakut Go instead of Pacting for Titan, or Pacting for Melira. I kind of want to Pact for the Titan next turn, but maybe that's too aggressive. We'll see what I draw next turn, I suppose. Okay, they activated the correct one. It's like 50-50 if they would or not. I think I'm just going to take it. Yeah, I'll just take 2. That's pretty good. This actually makes me feel better about using my resources playing a Melira this turn. Does that make sense to do? So if I Pact for Melira, play Field of the Dead, say go, what happens? I think I'm like basically safe, right? If I do that? Yeah, I'm gonna do that now. And also by doing it this way, they were encouraged to attack with their thing last turn. So the thing about bolting and then playing Titan is I could very easily still die next turn. There are no Ghost Quarters in my deck now. Don't think that's how you really want to build your red-green deck. Or shift deck, rather. Okay, so they might have Blighted Agent here. Blighted Agent could definitely deal me like lethal, normal lethal damage. If I'm not careful. One thing they could also do is block with Dried Arbor and then pump it, so I'm not going to attack with my Melira. I'm just going to have a Cowardly Melira. That's actually relatively good. Right. I'm going to cycle the Thicket end step. Not attacking because of the thing I just described. Well, actually, they just have Dried Arbor plus Pendlehaven, period, right? Like, that would just be ludicrous to block. So they're probably going to try to sneak in a bunch of damage with this Dried Arbor, but soon we'll have the ground locked up with a zombie token, so it should be fine. Okay. See, if you Distortion Strike first, you can't... Ooh. Do I bolt here? That would be 7 damage. So they would need either double Mutagenic Growth or Apostle's Blessing. Alright, I think I am going to bolt, but I think it was worth thinking about what could happen otherwise. Okay, that's fine. Obviously, you don't get to attack with their thing then, so I save a bunch of damage. If I draw Titan, I can play it, essentially. Definitely, I think cycling is correct. So Castle makes a zombie. Grazer in the thing also makes a zombie. Just to confirm, I'm allowed to attack with this into that, right? I think I am. I'm trying to remember for sure. I believe that's correct. Because I certainly don't want to block with this, so I think I might as well attack. I think this... It just deals no damage, right? No, but it does. I don't think it actually deals any damage. Yeah, so it's safe to attack. Even if they have mutagenic growth, they can block, growth it, and nothing will happen. They probably don't know the interaction then. Okay. That was... Oh, they might be setting up Become Immense, I guess? Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. What's going on? Do they not know what Melira does? That's my vote is for them not knowing what Melira does. There's the pause because they still see I have 2 infect. Okay, my bet is they don't know what this card actually does. Yeah, yeah. Okay, my opponent says they've never seen Melira on MTGO. That makes sense. All right, going to game 3. I think this is fine. So one thing that is more annoying is they might have removal for my Melira now, but it's like whatever. I can't do anything about it, right? Like the 4-dimensional galaxy brain level play Suicide and Veil to try to protect your thing. I don't think that's good. Easy mulligan, right? Like, I have 1 interaction spell, but this hand is very bad besides that. I think this is actually an easy mull. I think I keep. If I draw a ramp spell, this hand's actually pretty good, right? I'm going to bottom the second Titan. I think this hand's quite good, actually, for this matchup. Like, this is probably the most important card, period. Just going to play a tapped land. Hope to draw Sakura-Tribe Elder or Farseek. Alright, so I'm going to pay 2 bluff to bluff. Pay 2 life to bluff. Obviously, they might still just go all in anyways, but it's worth just like making them to think about it at least. Don't think the life points are going to matter this game, so... Alright. This can also work as a bluff for what it's worth, so... So one of the things that is not clear that's going on here is that it's actually better to take a small amount of infect damage from the Blighted Agent, then go for the thing. Because otherwise you could die to regular damage, right? Alright, once upon a time. Hit forest. Alright. I think I'm priced into pacting for Melira this turn, essentially. I'm gonna get Cinder Glade, I think. So I really do want different land types for this once that Field of the Dead, not Once Upon a Time. So I think I'm gonna get the Cinder Glade packed for Melira. I'm gonna pact first and see if they counter it. Because they might not counter it, assuming that I can't pay for the pact. Obviously, like, that's just some, like, 7-dimensional chess right there that they probably know I can pay for the pact, right? I'm gonna put Castle in. It contributes another different name for that. Hope they don't dismember this. Obviously, they could, like, dismember it and kill me. If they have, like, literally no answer to this, I'm probably in good shape. Right. Okay, that's kind of scary. They can deal me 8 damage. So maybe the life is going to come back and haunt me. I really hope it doesn't, obviously, but... I guess they kind of spewed off all of their stuff to do that, though, right? So maybe they don't have it. Go to 7. If I go to 7, they could kill me with a combination of 3-drop. It would have to be a +2 and a +4. Or I guess a +1 and a +4 works then, right? Well, maybe I'm supposed to just take the risk because I need to get more mountains into play anyways. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to take the risk, right? I'm supposed to shock myself to 7, hope they brick for 1 turn, use Titan to go after their Blighted Agent, I guess. So, okay, Chris, if I don't Farseek this turn, then I can't Titan for 2 mountains next turn to go after the Blighted Agent, right? If I draw a mountain anyways, then it's better to preserve the life points. Is the risk reward I'm trying to think about right now. I think it's kind of a difficult decision, right? Like, all right, I'm gonna be a coward. I don't know what's right, actually. It's a math problem that if you try to analyze RL, I think you'd get a slow game warning, a slow play warning rather. So, there's like 6 or 7 left. All right, they drew that. I'll take 2, go to 7. Yeah, that's true. Okay, good. They have nothing, so I guess I just Titan for 2 Valakuts, right? Hold on. Wait. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn. If I had an extra mana, this turn would be a lot better for me, but I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll have one voting that I can suspend this, I guess. But do I even want to suspend it? Like, next turn I might just want to cast both of these things, right? Alright. In any case, I'm definitely casting a Titan now, like... Yeah. I should get Valakut Mountain, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. I can get a Dwarven Mine here. A? Wait, are there really only 2 Valakuts in this deck? Interesting. Didn't realize that, but I think this is a situation for Dwarven Mine. Wait. Oh, that doesn't work. You know what? This is basically never going to make a Dwarf in our deck because it has to enter untapped. Okay. Alright. No, it has to enter untapped, and the Titan trigger makes it tapped. So it's a cute little interaction that doesn't work. Okay, alright. I'm learning things. Alright, Jacob, I think I'm going to cut the card from the deck later. That's okay, though. I mean, I learned something, right? I don't think it's really going to affect the outcome because they only have one creature I can block anyways. So if they drew exactly Become Immense, I would lose. Otherwise, I think I'm going to deal them like 1,000 damage. Yeah, it's basically a red Dryad Arbor in our deck, which is, you know, it's not nothing, right? Alright, cool. They drew a fetch. So they can deal me 2 damage whichever way they want to. Still can't block. So do I actually have lethal in this turn? 1, 2, 3. So I can cast Search post-combat. I guess I do have lethal, right? They can never block, so they'll take 6 to the Nug. They'll take... Oh, yeah, Scale Up would have killed me, obviously. Yep. Yeah, I'm overthinking it. Obviously, they're super, super, super dead. Because I have, like... These are essentially all lightning bolts, right? Or, these are all, like, deal 6s. Requires life gain for 2 Valakuts not to be enough. Got it. But they're also they also have no cards in hand. Yeah, but are you allowed to cut Grazers if your plan is to just literally turn 3 Titan every game? Yeah, exactly. Like, if the impetus of the deck is to Turbo Titan, I don't think you're allowed to do that, right? Alright, so they have to block with 3 things, and then they still die. Fastest route is to just cast this one, I think. Alright, we're 1-0, beat Infect. Do you think Infect is a good matchup on average, Jacob? I mean, it feels like game 1 is probably an auto loss. Or close to it, right? Maybe not like completely, but Inkmoth Nexus in game 1 is really not great. Oh, sure. If you have Grazer, you can probably buy a turn, right? Wait, shout out to everyone hanging out tonight. We're testing some Modern. If you want to support the stream, there are a lot of good ways for you to do so. You can follow here. You can follow on YouTube. You can hit that Twitch Prime sub button. You can also donate. And, you know, just do what makes you happy. Whoa. What the heck? What is SA? I guess that's like a weird... Well, that's sweet. Wait. I don't understand. Oh, you have to use channel points. I see. Okay. Clearly, I don't know how that works. Am I supposed to keep? I can Grazer into nothing. But if I draw a castle... I could... I'm not sure that's actually good. Maybe it is actually good enough because that's still a turn 3 Titan, right? No. Turn 1 that. Turn... No, that's a turn 4 Titan, right? Because turn 1 I would play this. Second Pact 30 useless. Oh, a castle doesn't even do it, right? If I drew a castle, I would need a second ramp spell for it to be a turn 3 Titan, right? I would need Grazer plus 2-drop ramp spell. Yeah, I think I'm going to ship then, right? Okay. This is the same hand, but worse? Maybe it's actually better. Because I already have the castle, but I don't have a second green source. I probably ship Mountain. I think blind I'm going to ship Mountain, but you could make a case for Field of the Dead as well, right? It's Mountain or Field. I think the other 3 are... Whoops. Cancel. I was trying to shift it around. Oh, Field of the Dead is better than Valakut. Okay. Alright. I'm willing to believe that. I'm going to take 2 to play my Grazer on turn 1. Because even if my opponent's like Goblin Guide or something... I guess I should hypothetically sandbag these 2 lands a little bit, but it sort of doesn't matter. No, I should just put the field in play. It comes to play tap. That's ridiculous. Never mind. Alright, so search, Farseek. A lot of good draws here. A lot of good draws. Gemstone Mine probably means Amulet. Yeah, this is Amulet card. Did I take 2 for no reason? Don't the lands come into play tapped? Do I have to Pact for Sakura-Tribe Elder this turn? Guess I do, right? sucks, but yeah, I'm supposed to pact for Elder, I think, and play it off of the castle field. Yep. Now that I didn't draw turn 2 ramp spell naturally, I have to do this, I think. Otherwise, I'm going to get, like... I don't think most... Oh, I might just be dead anyways. I am grateful to cast my Sakura-Tribe Elder. I've cast a lot more Sakura-Tribe Elders than you might expect. Probably dead, but I have a bunch of Stamping Spheres in my sideboard for this matchup, so that's, like, a pretty big upgrade, I think. Does my opponent have Azusa? Transmute it. Right. Yo, what's up, Tangrams? Hope you're doing well. Alright, so I have to fetch end step. If I don't, I literally lose the game. I'm supposed to get Snow-Covered Forest, I believe. Cran remembers. Cran remembers those days. I'm probably super dead. That's not great. Not attacking because sending a message is worse than soaking up 3 damage. Monk Chris knows, if I pronounce it correctly. Thank you for the follow. Probably going to bite it real hard. So they have enough mana to play Titan now. They just pick up their bounce land. No second path. I think Dom Harvey had a different list. Well, actually, I guess I could check real quick. I don't actually remember right now. So let me check before saying something, which I should have done to begin with. Let's see, Dom. How did you do, Dom? Nope, Dom had Our Promise, Explore, and Veil of Summer, and Prismatic Omen. So basically, Dom basically has fewer turn 1 accelerants and 1 less land. Yeah, Dom. Jacob is here, whose brain is big enough. Dom's doing boomer shift. Oh my god! Dom's already dead! Don't do him like that, Jacob! Don't do him like that! No, seriously, for that burn, someone should gift Dom a sub. Oh my god. Where's the humanity? Alright, so my opponent's going to have Pact of Negation back up, but that won't matter because they can't Pact and pay for Summoner's Pact as well. So I'm going to block. I'm going to take 5. Oh, they can pay with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They could, only if they have another bounce land, right? Alright, well, I guess I'll see if they have it. I mean, like, what else am I doing, Dom? Maybe they'll Pact my Summoner's Pact. Alright, once upon a time. Not the draw I want. Okay, damn. They didn't do it. Okay. So if they let this resolve, I'm going to get a Valakut and a Snow-Covered Mountain. Alright. Have at it, Haas. Okay. They knew how their deck works, Dom. It sucks. Because Spellskite was not actually solving the problems this deck have, right, Daniel? It looks like my opponent manually paid for it correctly. Occasionally I would see people sided in versus me, it would be okay, but it depended on the deck. Mantis Food, thank you for the follow. I feel like I'm... Oh, that's the Vesuva? Alright. Don't think that really changes much. Like, I can take 12 now, but 12 damage is not meaningfully different. Oh, I have to pay for Pact during my upkeep? This is a waste of time. Right? 12, yep. I forgot I have to pay for Pact during my upkeep, so I'm just dead. This is a waste of time. Oh, tangrams, that, yeah. That was... Why did my opponent reveal? They probably just clicked the wrong button, right? Okay. Sort of a debate if I'm supposed to have Rex Sage in for their thing. I don't think I'm supposed to. I think I have to leave in Grazer because I think the matchup is all about speed. And I don't think I'm allowed to side out Scapeshift here. So what am I allowed to side out then? I think I want these spheres for sure because sphere is so good for Samuel Titan. This might be the worst matchup? Okay. Well, what should I side out? Can I side out Dwarven Mine? I would guess Bolt's not worth it, but Dwarven Mine is on the chopping block potentially for me. I think these actually increase my speed, so I'm not allowed to side these out either. In which case I don't have a lot of cards I could potentially side out. Could make a case for 2 Scapeshifts, I guess, but I think Scapeshift is very lethal often, that you're not allowed to do that either. Oh, the mouse is like automatically double clicking. Alright, so I'll side out one Scapeshift, one Farseek, am I allowed to side out Dwarven Mine? Maybe I'm not, because if I just want to turbo them, I'm not really allowed to, right? Alright, I'll side out a second Scapeshift, actually. I'm not setting up the 29th land. Daniel, you're not allowed to call me coward. You're the coward. This is turn 4 Titan again, right? Is that good enough? Guess I'm supposed to ship because I don't think turn 4 Titan is good enough. I think you really need to turn 3. This is probably good enough, but this is not insane. So if I draw a castle, my hand becomes very good. I guess I keep and bottom the Stomping Ground. Because I have all of the components except the castle. Jim Jam, thank you for the follow. Alright, so we're hoping to draw Castle Garenbrig. And I think it literally has to be Castle Garenbrig, which is kind of lame, but this is what I signed up for, right? Yeah, but Damping Sphere is so good versus them that I think that's an acceptable liability, right? Alright, so they have the Scout again. They should name Snake to put the fear in me. What if they have, like, Coiling Oracle or Icewind Collateral? That is one of the worst draws possible. So... no, it's a human... something. Human Monk, yeah, that sounds right. This is gonna get Cinder Glade, I think, because I think Cinder Glade is literally one of the bad cards for me to draw. Alright, looks like they're gonna have a turn 3 Titan. Interesting sequencing there. If I had a Bolt, I could have broken it up. I wonder if they were supposed to Vesuva their Cavern first, then play Simic Growth Chamber, picking up their Cavern. I don't know. I guess it... Yeah, it does seem unlikely I wouldn't Bolt a Scout, but it's just worth mentioning that, right? So I'm getting 2 lands out of my deck to increase the likelihood I draw a Castle Garenbrig because I really need to draw it this turn. Fuck. I think I've lost. They might not have the Titan, which is my only shot, but besides that, I think I'm super, super, super dead. Gyre Engineer. I don't have blue mana for it, unfortunately, right? Alright. Guess they have the Titan. And they're probably going to fetch... Actually, they can... Even through a Damping Sphere, they can pay for their Pact as well. Isn't the answer Acidic Slime? I don't have Dryad Arbor in my deck. I just think Pacting for Dryad Arbor doesn't really solve the problem. Oh, Green Seeker Druid. That would have been a nice one. Not really, but it was something. I'm sort of not paying attention to what's going on because I assume I'm going to die. Because... Alright, they have a Pact. Okay. Whatevs. Pact for Arboreal Grazer. Alright, we're going to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back for match number 3. Actually, I'm going to run an ad real quick. Then I'll be back after using the bathroom. Yo, what's up? I'm back for match 3. We're 1-1 this week currently. Lost pretty convincingly to Amulet, which Jacob has informed me that's a bad matchup, and it sure seems like it on the surface. Alright, going to match 3. Why do I have 2 modern trophies? I can't even remember what happened. I really can't remember. I think this is a keep. If I hit... Unfortunately, it's a... I think the fastest it can be is a turn 4 Titan. But... I think it's a keep. Should I play this now? Think I'm trying to work it out. If I hit Grazer, yeah. So I don't think I want to do it now. If they cast like Thoughtseize or something, I'll probably cast in response. Yo, what's up, Agate? Hope you're having a good one. We're playing some modern red-green shift today. Okay, probably devoted druid of some sorts. I say probably because like obviously it could be something else. Probably just want to land here. Flight Strand. Yeah, it could be Sunblade. It could also be like Bant Pile or Bant Company or Bant Devoted Druid, right? Maybe my opponent's thinking about forcing it, which would be an interesting decision. They didn't, obviously. I think I'm just going to take... maybe I just take the Foothills. Because I really do want my land drops to be mountains. Or maybe I just get the forest and not overthink it, right? How important is it to just get only mountains here? Depends on the matchup, right? Alright, I'm gonna get Forest, but I'm not sure. That's like close decision. Yeah. If it's Druid, it will not matter. But if it's Druid, oh, I guess we'll see what happens this turn. Okay, this makes me think Bant Spirits then, because this looks like Spellcore, or the Bant Snowblade deck, right? Is it shifting Ceratops? They might Queller here, that's fine. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's Primeval Titan, I see. Oh shit, did I do that in the wrong order? I should have fetched the Cinder Glade. Whoops, that was an error. If I fetched the Cinder Glade with this... Yep. Alright. Probably should have thought about that. It's okay, though. We are still casting this, obviously. Like, not casting anything is ludicrous. Okay, so it's probably a more mid-rangey deck, which is good for me. It means that I can try to tighten them out. Field of Ruin. Okay. So it's like a Bant mid-range deck, I guess? Yeah, they thought for so long that I'm pretty sure they have that card in their hand. I think I'm just gonna get 2 Valakuts, right? 2 Valakut the Molten Pinnacle. I'll get 2 zombies. I'll have one. How many? I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mountains left in my deck. I think turn 4 Titan might be good enough in this matchup. I don't think it was good enough in the last matchup for obvious reasons. If they path me, I think I'm just going to search up Forest, probably. Do I get Mountain? Doesn't matter, is the question. I guess I want Forest, but I don't think it actually matters either way. Good. They're going to Oka my Titan, that's fine. Don't think this really solves their issues, which is fine for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, kind of sucks. Alright, I guess I lead on Pact and see what they do, right? If they force this, then I can Scapeshift to kill them. Alright. I guess I'll just cast this to play around Force now. So I get 2 mountains, that's 12, and then this mountain is the last 6. Alright. Got game 1. I think this is probably a decent matchup for me. Also, it feels like I probably don't want to side in too much except maybe Veil of Summer. And maybe some small amounts of spot removal. Like, I don't think I need to go deep enough on, like, Dismember, but I think Anger is probably good. The bolts are probably good, and I kind of want to shave 3 Scapeshifts. Just because Scapeshift is a clunky card. Yeah, it is. Well, my mouse is like double clicking for some reason, which is kind of scary. Can I trim Grazer here? That's an interesting question. Can I trim Grazer here? Okay, all right. That makes sense. I can shave like... one shift. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. I think the removal is good, and I think the Veil is good. So... no, we don't need speed. We just need to draw enough threats, right? Okay, well, I think I'm going to keep this hand even though it looks not great. I think we have time to develop in this matchup, generally speaking. I'm going to go with my heuristic and bolt the bird. The question is, when do I bolt it? Because of force of negation. No, I think that's probably just overthinking it. I'll just bolt it now. Like, letting them untap is also not great. They might just have, like, Ice Fang collateral. Oh, shit! Oh, my God. What the hell is wrong with me? Yeah. Okay. Punt. Okay. Oh, that's not great, obviously, but we'll try to recover. That was really bad. Jeez, fine, Gersh. Just rubbing it in with the puns, huh? Fairy, alright. It's fine. They forced my thing pretty quickly, pitching a veto. Okay. V. Alright. Well, I'm not allowed to play anything as an instant now. blue, green, astrolabe. Oh, a click? Okay, it's fine. So, if they let me keep Search Anger, I'm just going to cast Search into the Anger to take away their clock. Yeah, I'm not going to suspend versus Teferi. Quick as the Boomer Brazen Borrower. It is. It really is. Well, if the game's gonna go like this, I think my opponent's probably not in great shape. Like, no, it was a misplay. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Right. I have to main phase this because of the Teferi. Playing around Mana Leak by playing this first. Okay, it's fine. Jace, huh? Okay. Plus hand me when I have a fetch in play is interesting. And they topped, so I'm basically priced into cracking. Yeah, no dwarf token is sad. The other reason I'm cracking now is I get access to 8 mana this way, so Once Upon a Time into Titan is live. So I'm gonna just get the other mountain. Okay. Thank you, deck. They can't force a negation this one, which is super nice. I also notably have this fetch, so this is really quite good for me. I think I'm going to go after the Jace. Don't know if you agree with that, Jacob, but I feel like Jace is their best card here, obviously. No, I think just getting 2 Valakuts here is better because I want to kill the Jace immediately, right? So interestingly, if they path my Titan, I'm just going to send the triggers after the Teferi. Because if you kill the Queller first, then I won't be able to cast Once Upon a Time. They might bounce their Queller for this reason. Okay, well... Just gonna fire it. They could have Disdainful Stroke, right? Should I play around Disdainful Stroke? So if I get Titan, I get stroked, it's not great. If I get the Foothills and kill their thing and then EOT cast that, it's okay. Yeah, I don't think so, but I was trying to work out the scenarios where bad stuff could happen to me. I'm not sure. This is like kind of close as well, I think. Is there any reason not to kill these now? Yeah, that is the one downside, but I guess I should wait in case if they like go sword equip. Oh, if I think they have a second queller. No, but they would have quelled the Once Upon a Time. I don't know. Whatever. I think I'm just overthinking things. They probably don't have too much in their hand. The dwarfs online. The dwarves. The dwarves have come out of the mine. No, I had 2 Valakuts. That's why I think this is right. Oh, I have to cast it now, right? Alright. I guess I'll get the Titan this time. Could have gotten another fetch, but like, don't even think that's good. Okay, well, if they're making this play, they're probably dead. Could also get 2 fields here, actually. That might be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not enough. Oh, well, I guess they were tired. I think I have exactly lethal. So what I could do is I could Titan for 2 things. That's 12. Pact for an Elder. That's another 6. Dwarf attacks him is 19 total, right? So I had exactly 19. Oh, do I have 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm miscounting. This is 6. It's 6 and 6. All right. I'm playing GP Austin, yeah. It's true. Cran has a good point. Dealing exact damage is underrated. When you have 19, and you can deal exactly 19, and your opponent's at 19, it's kind of nice, actually. Well, you can try to shame me, but you won't shame me out of using Card Hoarder, which lends me all my cards. Shout out to Card Hoarder. Thanks for the segue, Carlos. Scapeshift is good against aggro. The card Scapeshift itself is okay versus aggressive decks, but I don't think Modern is like... How do I put it? It depends, right? Depends on your draw, depends on their draw. It depends on exactly what they're trying to accomplish. Alright, so we're 2-1 so far, which is fine. I think I'm going to end up playing 2 leagues with this deck. This is likely a turn 3 Titan. Well, not likely, but I think I'm supposed to keep. Suspending is not casting, right? I don't think it is. So basic swamps. Humans, probably? Alright, it is humans, in fact. Probably going to cast this once this turn. Probably just want to pick up a land. Probably field is better than... Well, actually, if I take the Elder... Yeah, I know, Mark Talp. There's a weird rule that if your opponent has Canis out and you cast a spell, you can no longer suspend search. Which is what I was thinking of for no apparent reason. I think I'm going to take the Elder, but I'm not sure. Actually, I think that is right. Yeah. So I think game one, this is sort of a weird matchup. Probably like slightly favored because I was on the play. Oh, whoa. Okay. All right, that's fair. Fair enough. That is a spirit. Shows what I know. If I draw Castle Garenbrig, it would be really, really, really good here. Yo, Ryan, what's up? My man, hope you had a good stream. How was the cubing? You were cubing, right? So I could go search Farseek. No, I can only go search Farseek, rather. I don't know what I was talking about. That was weird. So guess I get Sheltered Thicket because I don't want to draw that one really. So you go. All right, I have an Infinity Lands. They could have Wandered my Farseek, but they correctly identified it's really not high value to do that. Carlos still gonna keep putting it out, huh? Turn late. A dime short and a turn late. I guess this does free up a little bit of mana. Like, it technically lets me play around Mana Leak, which is kind of funny. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, because I don't think you need to be mana efficient there, second path. And, like, if you keep the Farseek in your hand, you can use it as a double bolt. If you, like, keeping it in your hand gives you optionality, whereas if you just play all of your spells, you don't have the option to cast this as a double lightning bolt later, right? Because, like, when the search goes off, you basically have to use it. So now... Guess I'll see if they have Rattle Chains in their hand or not. If they have Rattle Chains, they can protect that, obviously. All right, so I could cast this here, but then they're just going to Wanderer it. think it's just a lot better to keep this in my hand to cast next turn. And also, if I cast it now and they have Queller, it's kind of a disaster because I would just take more damage. So I think I'm not going to cast Farseek this turn. If they path me, it's not even that bad for me. I like just bolt both of their things down off a path. Actually, if they had path, they should have pathed me with the trigger on the Titan trigger on the stack. So I don't think they have path because that would have been cast at the moment I'm describing. All right, so they probably have, yeah. So this is why I didn't cast the Farseek. There were a bunch of reasons. This was a reason. This was a reason. Just wasn't great value overall to do so. Whoa. Okay. Was not expecting that. So they're Esper Spirits. Probably very small black splash for Lingering Souls. I don't think Shadow of Doubt is powerful enough for this format. Okay. Alright, I'm going to cast this pre-combat to see if it resolves. If they have Reflector Mage, I die, but that's okay. I think going after them is really not great. I also think if they had Mage, they would have just Maged on their turn. Turn 5 kill. That's how we do it. Would have been a turn 4 kill if I had drawn a castle, I think, right? Yeah, I was thinking that for Rando, and I wasn't going to fall for it. That's why I didn't do that. I think it's actually unlikely they had that because they would have just violed it in and attacked me for 3 more damage. But, you know, you do bring up a good point. Do I get the big box? I wish I got the big box. Is Jacob still here? Jacob, what you thinking? What are you thinking for this matchup? Scapeshift seems, again, not great. Actually question if Grazer is that good for them. Oh, like, obviously it can block, but is that actually good? I think I might cut one Grazer. Veil is also a consideration, actually. It doesn't stop Queller, but it does stop their, like, bigger counter spells. But also it might not be good enough. I think Jacob said he never shaves Once Upon a Time in any matchup, and I don't think I'm going to shave it. I think I'm just not going to bother with Veil. Actually, maybe I'll reconfigure. Whoa. So my mouse is going crazy. Sometimes I'm like just holding my mouse button down and it double clicks. I don't think I should do that. Right. Maybe 2 Grazers for 2 Veils, actually. I've changed my mind. Note, Veil doesn't really work versus Spellqueller, unfortunately, which is kind of funny and whatever, but I think it's worth it. This hand is awful, so I'll just mulligan. I think this is actually fine. And I'm going to bottom the Titan, I think. Oh, sorry, I'm going to bottom the Grazer. Sorry. Obviously, bottoming Titan doesn't really make that much sense. Opponent has gone to 5 cards. Veil of Summer plus Painter Servant to counter my Valakits. Well, then I'll just bolt them again next turn. Fine, Gersh. I don't really understand your point. Just gonna main phase this. I think I need the lands. Okay, that's pretty good. Guess I'll see if they have a counterspell for this. They might have like Mana Leak or Spell Snare or something. Remand, okay. That one was not on my radar, but that's fine. All right, so there's the black source for the Souls flashback that I mentioned before. So they've drawn 2 Aether Vials, which is not really ideal. Most of their hand's really good. Okay. They did mold a 5. Yeah. This is their 5-card hand. Are they cracking? Okay. So next turn I'm probably just going to sweep them unless if something happens. Alright. Smart play. They crack the Canopy land during their upkeep to determine what vial should go on, because if they draw a 3-drop, then they'll tick up the vial to 3. I think they might tick it up to 3 regardless, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to go after the captain now, because if I want to induce them to use their... Okay, I guess they didn't have Wanderer. I thought they had it. Alright. Guess they don't have Wanderer. So it looks like a spew now, but I really thought they had the Wanderer, which is why they made this play. Like, they left the Vial on 1, right? Or... So if they somehow had 2 Lords that would die, then I'm just going to cast Anger. Even though, like, obviously I could just cast Titan. I think the reason to do that is I do get around Wanderer anyways, because they can only have a 2/2 Wanderer. And their Vial on 3 was tapped. That's pretty good. I guess I'll just slam. Okay. 3-1. Alright, playing the last match of the first league. Hopefully everyone's been enjoying this Thursday so far. Playing against Won't Stop Bugging Dad. What a username. Well, this is not a reasonable magic hand. This is a reasonable magic hand, and I think I'm gonna bottom a land actually. If I hit Titan off the Once Upon a Time, this is actually a turn 3 Titan. Or if I hit Castle Garenbrig, rather. Sorry. Great Cover Scout. So then my opponent's Bogles. Thank you for the follow, Mark Talp. All that glitters, huh? Don't have to do it yet, because I get slightly more information if I wait until this turn, right, for Endo? Nope, Suspend is not a cast. Alright, now I'm going to cast it, obviously. Castle would be good. That's not a castle. That sucks. Looks like I'm dead on turn 3, essentially. Really, really, really sucks. Even a turn 4 Titan, I do not believe is good enough anymore. Which is kind of sick. And I don't even have the turn 4 rolled up anyways, so it's just all sorts of bad. Yeah, the Rancor was unfortunate. Like, I think flogging them for a turn is, like, pretty good for me, actually. So now what? I guess I get Forest. But I'm mostly just dead, I think. Their hand was, like, pretty good. Do you think Bogles is that bad of a matchup, Mark? Both marks? Yes, really hard. What if they don't draw a Rancor? Would you say Rancor is probably the problem card? That's fair. Yeah, it seems not so good, right? Yeah, I understand how totem armor works, but I don't think the totem armor actually matters except for Anger of the Gods, I guess, post board. But I only have one of those anyways, so not convinced that part of the deck actually matters. All right, we didn't even have turn 3 Titan. Castle would have given me a turn 3 Titan, then I block and die because this is 12 minus 6, which is 6. Seems pretty shitty all around. Do I really want anger? Like, that's. I guess I do, but it's kind of also not good, right? It's Bogles, Pikes, and D. I don't think I want Damping Sphere personally, but Force of Vigor would be quite good, yes. I think I'm going to cut one Grazer and one Scapeshift. Goes to make a case for Summoner's Pact. Well, I'm definitely not cutting a Titan. I think that is just not what you want to do. Carlos, you can beat Leyline with Field of the Dead, generally speaking. I understand your point, Mark Talp, but I also think that is just. This will also debilitate us. Well, I think Jacob might have left, so. But I'm going to try this. I think I can do better. Like, it's a turn 4 Titan if I top deck, but I don't think I'm really allowed to do that. I wonder if I'm meant to keep this on 5, actually. Or on 6. I think Blast Zone is way too slow. Because the primary way you would get Blast Zone is by tightening for it. I have to keep it, and then I'm going to bottom the Grazer. Opponent's leylining me, that's fine. Honestly, leyline is one less, like, aura that's killing me or whatever they cut. Like, there is an opportunity cost to putting this in your deck, right? I mean, it does do that, Mark. You are not wrong. It feels bad, man. I really do not believe that I want to try to, like... Wait, what? They fetch shocked untapped, but only played Rancor? Death Shadow Vogels. Watch out. That would be and no attacks? Wait, what? Can someone explain what is happening to me? Because I literally have no idea anymore. I really did not understand anything. No, they were in combat. They were in combat and just did nothing with it, which is kind of baffling. Probably not going to do that, Deemser. Should I get forest here? It doesn't matter. What does Cinder Glade actually say? Need 2 or more basic lands. Force to start fielding, I guess is what you mean. Okay. I know that. It tells me right on here, Mark Talp. Probably Cinder Glade, Sheltered Thicket. I really don't think getting more fields is going to do that much, Cran, but I do see your point. Because I think I kind of... Oh, shit. No, it does do something. Oh, my God. Yeah, you're right. Should have done that then. Yeah, I should have played the fetch first and gotten the field. Someone... I guess I tricked myself, really. Okay, well, let's see. What should I do now? I should probably just get 2 differently named lands. I probably should get Sheltered Thicket. No, I should actually leave the Sheltered Thicket in my deck. Yeah, I should still get the second field, you're right. I'll get second field and Cinder Glade. Yep. If they attack with their Bogo, I'm just going to block with everything. Oh, wait, I didn't have 3 mountains? I thought I did. Whoops. This was not the right land to fetch then. Path doesn't kill me, but I want to soak up some damage anyways. Alright, I think I'm just gonna soak up like that much anyways. I obviously don't want to block with the Titan itself. I think that's just not good. Probably. And actually the tokens would have been super relevant this turn, so it's pretty bad that I didn't do the right thing before, I think. Yeah, Scapeshift lets me make like a shit ton of tokens, right? The problem is I would need 5, I would need 10. I would basically need 10 zombies to block this profitably currently, and that's barring the absence of another yeah, I was thinking about that, Mark. I think I actually punted by not doing that, yeah. Because I need 10 zombies to block it, right? Because this kills 5, and I basically need 5 zombies to block that, correct? It does, because it has a different name. Hold on. What did I tap? I guess I have to tap like that. Cannot beat totem armor, period. So I'm not going to worry about it. If they have Coronet or Griffspoon or something. Oh my god, how much is this? 618. So I have to block. I think that's lethal now, right? It's probably 21 minus 9. Alright, okay, I guess I died. Alright, whatever. That's fine. I mean, sometimes you lose. Whatevs. Okay, I'm gonna play another league in a second. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, so be right back. All right, I'm back. Hey, what's up, Well Wisher? What's up, Eddie? Hope everyone's having a good one. We went 3 and 2, but we're gonna try again. Because if at first you don't succeed, keep banging your head against the wall. Five incoming. Probably not, but that's okay. So why, like, some of my clicks are randomly double clicking, which is kind of annoying because I think that's sort of dangerous, but all right. Well, if I hit a green source in my top 5 cards, untap green source, this hand's phenomenal, so. Lewis Stupidity, you got it right. Eventually, my head will break the wall down, right? So I lost to Bogles pretty convincingly. Should be playing at Etron. That deck actually looked good. I don't know why it had Hashop Oasis over Lenor Oasis, but Christ. The Oko Burn deck is a meme, in my opinion. Yikes. All right. All right. Untapped land! Fuck! Oh my god, why? Probably gonna bite it now. That's disappointing. Don't think Pacting does anything. Definitely could easily die here. Because that dog gets real mad. Dominator V, I believe, is Dom Harvey. Scapeshift puts the lands in play tapped, deems her. Alright, dead on turn 3. What? I would be able to Titan next turn, right? Oh, I guess you mean I should have Scapeshifted into different lands. Okay, that's more reasonable. Like, I could Scapeshift this away for, like, a red-green source. Firebolt's in Modern Horizons. Air math. Yeah, I had a castle in play. That's why I was a little bit confused. But you can technically upgrade your forest to a red-green source, Deemser, which is what I thought you were talking about. So I was giving you credit. So don't disband your credit, I guess. Or do if you want to. I don't know. Do whatever you want. Alright, I think I'm gonna board like this. The reasoning behind doing this is I don't think we need packs as much in the first board game with a configuration like this. But it's still nice to have a few. Oh, that's fair. If you want to hold yourself accountable, you can. This has a turn 3 Obstinate Baloth. But is that good enough? I don't really have a very good follow-up, I think. So I think maybe I'm supposed to mulligan. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna ship it. I think I can do better. This hand is awful, though. Maybe I should have kept the first one. Maybe I was just wrong. Alright, this seems fine on 5 cards at least, so... I think I'm actually just going to bottom the lightning bolt, as weird as that might seem. Probably means they're land light because you generally don't, or you have multiple canopy lands in your hand. Because you generally don't do that if you have basic mountains. Probably just take the Titan, right? Like, and hope to Mise. We'll have 2, 3. By the way, this Dwarven Mine has been really bad, so... Oh, I said I was going to cut it, right? But I didn't. I should have cut the Titan from my... Or the Dwarven Mine from my deck. Yeah. I don't think... If you don't take the Titan there, I don't think you can ever actually win the game, which is a pretty big issue. If this were a snow-covered mountain, it'd be so much better. Or a regular mountain, it would be so much better for us. Winning is for losers. That's an interesting philosophical standpoint. Stomping Ground, Sheltered Thicket, Cinder Glade. Probably Sheltered Thicket. Because I really don't want to draw the Sheltered Thicket, so... Wonder if I'm gonna die to Kiln Fiend again. Interesting. So they've light up a stage? Probably. Alright, that makes sense. 2 mountains, alright. Don't hate that. Okay, well... I think I'm going to just cast the Baloth and hope I draw another untapped land, even though obviously, like, it's a little bit greedy to do this. Actually, maybe this might be the opposite of greedy, because if you cast it this turn, You get to block, which takes all of their pressure off. If you wait to just cast the Titan, you might have to block with the Titan anyways, and they'll be ahead in killing you because you'll not have interacted with the board for a little bit. So I think this is probably correct. So for my 5-card hand, this is pretty good. I just hope they don't have like... I could definitely die like over 2 turns. They could have like Flame Slash, another Lava Dart, that would be 6. I guess they probably don't have Flame Slash in versus me because it's not very good, the matchup. That gives their creatures trample. So if they have another spell, my block would just be a chump block. Well, Carlos, you don't know the opponents of him necessarily, so just be mindful of that. Do I block to save for life? That's true. We've only seen some of their Odyssey basics. I think I'm going to save for life. Okay, that works. So I can get Field of the Dead and something else. I think that's what I want to do because it keeps me alive longer. I think I'm meant to get Field of the Dead and Valakut probably. I suppose I could get Field and Fetch. Maybe that is actually better. No, I'm gonna just get Valakut, I think. Worked out well for my 5-card hand. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't even have to block with my Titan now, which is sort of sweet. Alright, Metamorphose. Also a good card. Another Metamorphose, huh? Really hope they don't have another crash through. Okay. I don't understand. I mean, I'm certainly not blocking with Primeval Titan. Why did they Lava Dart me? I mean, Lava Dart's an instant. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This gives me... I could make the Dwarven Mine token. I think that's probably correct. Maybe it isn't actually. This makes 4 zombies. I go to 5. Then I can get 2 more mountains. Alternatively, I could attack, get field. Get Field Valakut, I guess. And then play the Heath, and they're probably dead on the following turn, right? I guess that's the play. I don't think I need to necessarily go for the Valakut plan, but it's nice to have it back up next turn. Jim Jam, which is why I didn't get a Mountain. So my opponent flooded a little bit, it looks like. They're cracking their thing. Keep in mind, this was my 5-card hand, and it's worked out very well. I've drawn slightly well. And they've had... I don't know. I guess their draw's not even bad, right? Like, it just is what it is. I guess I'll put an extra on each in case there's something I'm not remembering. Right, just gonna be lazy and just attack my opponent for lethal and not do anything else. Alright. I'm not really sure. I mean, I guess the Lava Darts are not incredible versus me for what it's worth. But maybe they're not allowed to side them out either. Because it's just so good with the prowess creatures. Like, it's just plus infinity every time you cast Lava Dart and Flashback with like 2 or more creatures out. Alright, yes, I am in for this hand. Opponent's going to 5. So I'm sort of getting the good side of variance, I guess. Soulscar Mage, alright. I have a different plan lined up this game. It is Baloths and Tusks. Alright, you can deal me a bunch of damage. Yeah, this hand's phenomenal. Drawing a land would be pretty good, actually, in my 29 land deck. Do I even want to play the second Grazer? Checks me as no, because I don't think it does anything. I guess it would let me block a second prowess creature, so I guess I actually am supposed to. Alright, never mind. I will play it. This is if they have a Swift Spear next turn. I mean, it's unlikely because if they had a Swift Spear, they would have went Swift Spear, Lava Spike me, attack with both. But this stops any top deck Swift Spears from dealing me damage, so... Yeah, fair point. Limited stupidity. Right. I can't actually. I forgot that. I don't have like tracker or something. There's no way to do that. Occasionally in standard, it's right to do that because you can Hydroid Crisis and draw a bunch of cards. In which case the Grazer becomes more powerful later on, but here I can't really do that, so. So again, I'm in the situation where I could just Titan, or I could just play a Thragtusk. If I Titan, that ties up my mana forever, so I think I'm just going to play the Titan last and just play my life gain creatures first. I don't really see how I could lose if I go with that line of play, so... Yeah, and I was just explaining why I'm doing Tusk. I mean, I'm going to be at effectively 17 with 2 incredible blockers. My opponent concedes to Thragtusk. Therefore, Thragtusk must be better than Primeval Titan. It just must be the case if my opponent snap concedes to it. Shout out to everyone in the stream. If you enjoy the stream, you can support the stream by hitting the follow button, the Twitch Prime sub button, or, you know, you could just donate as well. Anything's appreciated, whatever you want to do. Again, if I hit Castle and a few lands, this is a turn 3 Titan. Obviously not like incredible odds to do so, but... Thanks, Mats. You the best. Okay, I hope it's not Ponza, because really that would be upsetting. Alright. No Castle, unfortunately. Can I turn 3 Titan without it? Force, Grazer, put a land in. So if I take the Grazer and draw another land, I could turn 3 Titan, right? Because I'll have 4 lands into play, cast Farseek. So I guess I played towards that, right? Like, basically, the second Grazer lets me turn 3 Titan if I draw another land. Oh no, I would have to draw 2 more lands, right? I'm putting 3 lands on the bottom of my deck. But I can fetch to essentially shuffle them back in. Maybe I just shouldn't do that and just go for the low variance play of taking a land. Alright. I've decided that I'm just going to go for low variance instead of high variance. You could definitely take the Grazer and try to turn 3 Titan, but you would have to draw 2 lands in a row. So I'm just hoping my opponent's not like Ponzaing. Because if they were Ponzaing, I would definitely want to get Forest, but I haven't seen Ponza in forever, so I'm going to just assume it's not Ponza. And the reason that second Force is relevant versus Ponza is that Blood Moon shuts off all of your... Oh, god damn it. No. Okay. Okay. That one's fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. Right, not Ponza. Indeed. Alright, say go. Hope nothing bad happens. Probably will chump the tracker with my Grazer if I'm allowed to. Still probably Ponza, I agree, but at least I'm not getting Blood Mooned yet, which means I can sneak in a second Forest and try to kill my opponent with 6/6 Tramplers. Obviously, I'm like not thrilled about this matchup. but you know, c'est la vie, right? And all. That's a lot of mana. I think my opponent might not have another land, actually. Ooh. Wait, this might be the red-green Karn deck. Ken Sports Fan, a few of the people I talked to a bunch said that they liked it, so I was willing to give it a try. I'm still gonna block. Yeah, Liquid Metal Karnza, I think, is possibly what's going on here. I don't want to fetch. Not really. Could have played Snow-Covered Mountain to play towards Field of the Dead, but I think I'm just going to Valakut this game instead, probably. We'll see what happens this turn. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana potentially. More if they have another Sprawl, they can go up to 6 mana essentially. So we'll see what happens. They could potentially make 6 mana. Oh no, maybe it's break even actually. Hold on. Because you tap your... I don't know. I'll just let them do their thing, and I'm going to slam Primeval Titan and see if their deck can beat it. Yeah, hopefully they fetch and die. Because, like, if they're at 18, I could just go fetch for Forest, Pact for Sakura-Tribe Elder, Scapeshift for 18 damage, right? Yeah. If I get a turn, I'm doing that. If I don't get a turn, I'm not going to do that. Just to check, I have enough mountains in my deck to do that, right? I think I have 12. I didn't know they were going to fetch, Mark. That was not a guarantee, right? Upgrade. Okay, that's an Arbor Elf. 12 out of 60, so that means I have exactly 8 left, but I only need 6, so that's fine. To make Molder Slug? Why would they make Molder Slug? Oh, Molder Slug plus Liquid Metal Coating is pretty funny, right? I guess that would make sense. Should I Pact AOT, Mark? What do you think? Yo, CBL, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you, friend. Shout out to CBL sponsoring this stream. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because I drew one, right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. It sometimes jumps around, so I always get scared. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pretty bad because they appear to be red-green right now, Mark. Save targets. Always yes, always yield. 18 ball you on turn 4. Okay. Let me read the exact wording of Utopia Sprawl before I decide. Probably don't want that card anyways. Okay, this doesn't actually do anything, but I probably didn't want it anyways. Thinking Anger might actually be pretty good based on the cards I saw. I'm gonna shave on like 2 packs and probably. So I'm siding in Bolt's Dismember Anger to try to clear out their mana dorks, because I think it's basically a ramp mirror, so interacting with their ramp is okay. Should I side in the Rex Sage just like to be scared of Blood Moon Blind? I guess they could really have it, right? Yeah, I guess it's low cost. Well, should I side in or out? What do you all think? Rex Sage, where we get the Rosmium face. Yeah, but killing clues is not exciting. Killing Sprawl is, I guess, actually fine. I think I'm gonna side out 2 Scapeshifts and 1 Farseek. Or I could side out Dismember. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe I'm not allowed to side out Scapeshift. Grazer is also not the best. Alright, 1 Grazer and 1 Shifter are going to hit the bench, I think. Yeah, I don't think, like, well, I don't know. So this is... This is a turn 4 Titan by itself, I believe. So I guess I'll keep. I think in this matchup, I'm allowed to keep a hand like this. No turn 1 Arboreal. I think I'm going to leave myself the ability to cast. Debating if I'm supposed to play around Spirit Guide Blood Moon. I think I'm not supposed to. Obviously. I think that's just crazy. I'll just go Mountain Go and see what happens. Basically priced into killing any 2-drop creature here, if there are any. Them fetching Stomping Ground makes me think that they don't have Blood Moon in their hand or deck. Could be either or, I'm not really sure which right now. 1/2. So Bolt kills it. It'll be a 2/3, but there'll be 3 damage on it, so kind of nice that I get to make that exchange cleanly. kind of nice I drew a backup Titan, I guess, in case if something weird happens. I don't even know what could happen, really. Dryad Arbor, huh? Well, that one probably ain't living. I'm just gonna get a forest to play around Blood Moon just in case. It's a little bit cowardly to do so, but it's also kind of low cost. Bolted 2 of their things and I've a turn 4 Titan rolled up. Feels good, man. Alright, I guess I can Rex Sage it in a few turns. So for its worth, I want to save this pack to get Rex Sage later, so it's fine. I think the Titan might just kill them through the Blood Moon anyways, which is kind of funny. Thinking if my land drop matters, don't really think so. Questing Beast, huh? Alright. Actually, I probably should have played Stomping Ground, but whatever. So I have 3 actual mountains once I kill that. So the question is, what do I get? Probably still just 2 Valakuts, I think. Sucks. Alright, so I can't actually remove both of the Blood Moons now, which means... So, I'm actually going to take 4. Well, actually, am I? I think the only thing that matters is me to make a bunch of creatures, right? And if I take 4... I guess I'm supposed to just trade here, right? Trade here and Pact for a Titan next turn. And hope I don't... Obviously, nothing bad happens. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to block. It's a little bit unfortunate, but I think we can still beat that, so it's fine. I cannot Pact... I don't have a tracker in my deck, period, so I cannot do that. Doesn't really matter what lands I get now because they're all basically completely dead. I guess I want to leave the Sheltered Thicket in my deck so I can cycle more to find the things. Aren't there 2 Blood Moons out? I only have 1 Rex Sage in my deck. I don't think dealing my opponent 2 damage is relevant because I think increments of 6 damage matter. It's not looking great. think I basically have to attack. I don't really improve my position if I don't attack. Plus, if they have a land, they can unearth the Pyromancer as well. It's just like pretty bad news for me. Doesn't really matter what lands I get. Just any lands are... They're all basically identical now. I have both my forests in play. Kind of would kill for a Walking Ballista about now. Or any like enormous mid-range threat that I could play off of these lands. It's not... I was saying unearth as in the ability of like the Shard's ability, essentially. I didn't mean literal unearth. I was just referring to this as like unearth, like that ability. Ronus. What the hell? This is unusual. If we had the Ronus, it would be only okay, I think, right? I mean, this already has trample, and we can only like activate it once or twice per turn. I guess we could attack with Ronus. Well, I think the Sprawl engine's actually pretty powerful. The Sprawl Arboreal package is relatively strong. So I go 13. They're showing 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. Wait, I can cycle that first at least. I'm going to attack and blow up the Sprawl, actually. I'm attacking them for sure. Still wondering why Castle Garenbrig's not legendary. As a side note. I think I may eventually lose this game just to the Renin 6 by itself, but it is what it is. One of several Castle Garenbrigs. Yeah, possibly. Don't know what my opponent's thinking about, actually. They can unearth their Pyromancer. So now I'm not really allowed to attack, I think. Oh, they feed the clan in their deck. I don't think that card's actually good versus me, but it's good here. I think on the whole, that card is not good versus me, though. Alright, that's fine. They're probably thinking feed the clan, stop Scapeshift, but it doesn't really. Alright. I'm gonna just try to sack out turn 3 Titan, I think, on the play. It really doesn't look... You could make a case for siding in these other green cards for the Blood Moon scenario, but I'm not sure that's actually a good plan. Might be. Don't think I'm allowed to side out packs anymore now that I know for sure they have Blood Moon. I think I'm just gonna cut these. I think they're actually not that good. Yeah, I don't really understand the Blood Moon thing. Oh, it's probably in their sideboard, right? Like, so that actually makes more sense. But I'm just gonna ignore their creatures and just do my own thing and have 2 more green creatures in. It's not ideal, but Scapeshift doesn't seem great versus them based on how that happened. What is this on average? A turn 3 Titan, probably? Guess I'll keep. Oh, I guess not necessarily turn 3 Titan, but I think this hand's a keep, personally. Opponent's going to 5, but that doesn't mean much. London Mole lets you see so many cards that their 5 just might be nice. Yeah, Moon is actually like the knockout versus Amulet Titan. Come on, untap green source. Alright, there we go. Thank you, deck. Guess this always comes in play tapped. Oh, I don't have a Titan, actually, but that's okay. Whatever. So I'm a coward. I'm going to get the second forest in case if I get Blood Mooned. It's actually pretty likely my opponent kept a hand with the capability to make turn 2 Blood Moon. Yep. There is that as well. They could still have Sprawl. Yep. Tarmogoyf. Okay. Tarmogoyf. Okay. Come on, deck. That ain't it, Chief. They have one card, so I think I'm just going to block. Yeah, Field is close to being active. Obviously, the one downside of this is it pumps their Tarmogoyfs. Don't think I can do much about that, really. But I think taking my block when I can is probably good, because they might have Bronus at some point. Alright, their last card's probably not good. Hello, nurse. What do you think? Field and Valakut? Probably? Probably Field and Valakut, right? Like... gives me 4 zombies. Field and Fetch? I could also get Field and Fetch, actually. That might be better. Okay, yeah, you're right. I'll get Field and Fetch. Grave Titan sucks. Yeah, Grave Titan only makes 2 zombies. Why do that when you could make 4 and double rampant growth? Interesting. Well, I'm certainly not blocking with my Primeval Titan. I think I'm just going to do quad block one of the Tarmogoyfs and see what they have. I don't care about taking 4 damage. 4 damage is fine. Okay, my opponent, I think, just didn't draw anything good. Which is unfortunate for them, obviously. Alright, so do I want to play around Questing Beast off the top? I guess I'm actually... Questing Beast will not one-shot me, so it's fine. I think I'm just going to get 2 Valakuts here now. So I essentially have 4 mountains for next turn now. So that's also good. Okay. We do need mountains. I do have mountains. I have 4 mountains now, so that means Titan attacking actually kills them next turn. Their deck would be splashing a 3rd color? Possibly. It's possibly true. Alright, so we're 2-1 in both matches so far. Alright, on to match 3 of the night. Or match 8 of the night, I suppose. If I draw a Titan, this is a turn 3 Titan, so I'm going to keep. I'm on the draw as well. Humans, possibly. Might be some like, nah, it's humans. All right. I was gonna say, it might be some weird taxi deck. Kiora plus Questing Beast is quite a combo. Which Kiora? Kiora the Crashing Wave? The one that's like minus Explore? Fucked her mage. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, like, that's absolutely fine. I'm gonna block and sacrifice. I think just, I mean, this might be worth more blocking later, but probably just get Mountain. So if I draw Titan this turn, I can cast it. So here's hoping. Titan, 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 Titan. That's not Titan. Okay. I'm gonna cast this in response because I really do want to find a Titan off of this. Not great. Not gonna lie, that's not great. Guess I take Field because it can make blockers. Opponent's gonna take Farseek, but I have a search coming off of Suspend, so that's okay. I'm kind of in bad shape if they have a fast clock after this. They might not, like, depends on a lot of things. However, I have put a lot of cards on the bottom that are not. Oh no, I'm going to shuffle though with search, right? Yeah, never mind. Never mind. They only have 2 cards though, so maybe I'm not dead. Reflector Mage had bounced the Grazer last turn, Night Shadow J. So, unless if Moto's bugged, then obviously I could play it. But I'm not going to even go for that. I think that's like kind of disrespectful to the program. Okay, so... Oh, shit. Okay, so I guess... Oh. Okay, well, whatever. I can block that one. I was about to say that's a Mantis Rider and I would be in huge trouble, but I'm still taking a pretty big hit. So if I play this first, I get 1 zombie. Then play this Grazer, get 2 more zombies, so I get 3 zombies, right? So I'm supposed to play the Foothills first. Foothills, get a zombie, play Grazer, put this field in. Is that right to do, actually? If I Grazer field first, don't I only get 4 zombies total? I should play the fetch first, right? Because that gives me 5 zombies, right? Okay. I was really confused because people were saying things that... I guess I don't understand what you're talking about because I don't see how I can get 8. I would either get 4 or 5, right? Never mind, LOL has been called. Alright, I hope my opponent doesn't draw a good one. Oh, I hope you feel better, Night Shadow J. And welcome to the stream. Alright, so that's a redraw. I think they're a little bit flooded, it looks like to me. Yeah, I know that Grazer has reach. Ooh, a second vial? That's not what you want, friend. That is not what you want. So I want to leave the Sheltered Thicket in my deck because... Ooh, did I get Dwarven Mine? I guess I do. The mine! The mine! The power! I'm gonna start like going like, what the hell is going on here? Why is there a Dwarven Mine? One, two, three, 4. So I'm gonna leave mountains in my deck. I don't really have good attacks. So say go. Alright, we've gummed up the board, and it would take a while for a Mantis Rider to kill me because I do have a Grazer. So I'm probably in good shape. Oh shoot, maybe I wasn't supposed to play the other one to play around Deputy. You're right, Mark. That might have been better. Alright, yeah. Probably should have played around Deputy, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I attack with all... They block 1, 2, 3, 4. They take 8. Seems not worth it. So I guess I just say go then. Although, like, does Deputy one-shot me no matter what? It doesn't, right? I could block there, block there. I would take 8, go to 3. Swing with Grazer, assert dominance. Should I actually do that, Mark? Yeah. I guess I'll save land in case I get a Valakut is the actual reason. I don't think making 2 more zombies is good, really. If I draw another land, then I'll play the land out, I think. I hope they name Scapeshift. Fuck, they name Titan. I guess I'm not dying though, so it's fine. Right. So there's some risk reward here because if I sandbag this and I get freebooted, it's not great. But on the other hand, if I draw a Valakut, it's better to save this. So I think I am gonna save it on the hole. Yeah. The problem is there's only 2 Valakuts in my deck. Because basically the way this deck is constructed, 2 fields are stand-ins for 2 Valakuts. Could have also reconsidered my plan of sandbagging and just playing all of them out. To just make enough zombies to try to kill my opponent through the stuff, but I might start doing that soon because it's going to be hard to get their stuff off the board now. Ooh, they named Lightning Bolt, which is not in my deck. I'm kind of surprised they didn't name Scapeshift. Right? Yeah, they named Bolt instead, which I'm pretty happy about, obviously. One, two, three, four, five, six. There's 6 mountains left in my deck. The Sakura-Tribe Elder gives me some reasonable insurance for its deputy, which is kind of nice because I can make zombies at instant speed to block with. Okay, nice. I am going to GP Austin. Alright. Let me not fuck this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can get 2 Valakuts and 3 mountains. Or I could just sacrifice 8 things and get 2 Valakuts and 6 mountains, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really, really surprised they didn't Meddling Mage this card instead of Meddling Maging the other thing. I'm just gonna sack both my fields because it will put less triggers on the stack. Okay, but conceded. Squee, I do not know yet. There's a few weeks until that happens, so I'm going to figure it out. These are up for debate as well. Search is kind of bad versus Meddling Mage, but they have a lot of stuff they have to Meddling Mage anyways, so... I think I'm going to board like this. Don't really like these. I think they're not actually good enough a lot of the time. Probably just going to mull this. This is like kind of bad. Obviously, if I drew untapped green source and Primeval Titan, it'd be pretty phenomenal, and I probably would keep them. But I think I can do better. Yeah, this is like much better. Obviously, this is only like turn 4 Titan, but I think on 6 cards you have to loosen it up a bit. I'm gonna just bottom one of the Titans, I think. I don't think their deck is like actually good at killing the card Primeval Titan, so I think this is good. The champ is in. This is probably their best card in the matchup. Ooh, that was nice. Just gonna get forest off of this. I think the life points might matter, and I have enough to do what I want. I still think Green Tron is probably pretty good if you want to do that. We'll block. Oh, nice. They actually brick, which is kind of insane. Although, my deck doesn't have... Nah, my deck has a fair amount. I was going to say, this is kind of unlucky for them to miss, but... Had it. This is kind of nice in case if they play something like Mirren Crusader or something scary like that, which is definitely scary here. They also might Meddling Mage Primeval Titan, and then I can bolt that instead, which is also nice. I might sit a turn on the bolt so they don't Meddling Mage. Like, I can just go Elder, leave a bolt, right? Not ideal, but there's a cost to Arboreal Grazers. I don't really want to crack my fetch because drawing a land would be better, Even though, like, it really doesn't affect the percentages that much, but I think I'm not getting killed fast enough that I would want to crack my fetch to do that. Okay. Now I'm going to bolt the Titan end step now, because if I draw an untapped land, it works out. Plus, yeah, this just works out basically perfectly. Right. Ain't it? Right. Land would have been great there. This is probably one of the worst draws in the deck right there, actually, but that's okay. I think I'm going to throw one of the Grazers under the bus now to save 6 points of life. Yeah, I think Shadow's pretty reasonable. Although, personally, I have terrible results whenever I try Shadow, but don't let that stop you from trying it yourself. Probably copying Thalia as Lieutenant here, I would imagine, because it just puts such a fast clock on the game. Isn't Portland standard? Steve Unlocked, thank you for the follow. Oh, Steve Unlocked, what's up, buddy? What's up, Stu? I appreciate you, Steve. Humans player Steve. Your tribe's betraying me right now. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm clearly getting my head bashed in right here. It's literally all I'm gonna say. I'm like, the amount of dead I am is actually fairly significant. Oh, I actually realized I misplayed a turn or two ago, but I don't think it's gonna matter this game. Alright. 6, 10, 13. That's not great. One of these mountains was supposed to be a regular mountain in case, but don't think it's really going to matter, though. Ooh, I can get Dwarven Mine. That's actually going to be pretty relevant here. Block, block, block. I still take lethal. Block, block, block. I take 5, go to 0. If this had been a regular mountain, I could get field and something else, so I fucked it. So I actually fucked it. 1, 2, 3, 4. If this was a regular mountain, I could get field and something else, make 2 zombies. Oh my god, that's insane. I fucked it. Alright, well, maybe they will do something bad. Alright. Maybe they just won't see that I'm dead on board. You know, we play for the outs that don't exist. God, I can't believe I did that. Because then I could just get field, like, Valakut there. That was bad. Just hoping my opponent doesn't see it. If I had 2 more zombies, yeah, I would survive. All right, I goofed it. I goofed it. Kind of wonder if I need these scape shifts at all really in the matchup. Like, they're fairly clunky, but at the same time, if my like Titan gets maged, it might be good. All right, I guess I just won't worry about it and just leave them out because they're like fairly clunk. They're like super clunk. Yeah, I'm down to 2 packs as it is. I just think Scapeshift is not great, I guess is the way of putting it, in this matchup because it costs so much and under Thalia. Oh, okay. I guess the Thalia thing doesn't make sense, but I think overall it's not good enough is how I feel about it. Any lands? Stomping Ground would be good. Forest would be fine. Basically any... Could take Field as well, actually. And I might want to do that, to be quite fair. Right. I'll just get Stomping Ground. I think getting the hybrid, both red-green source, or sorry, both mountain forests is pretty important here. Did mine put them all again? They did. God damn it. This sucks. Probably just gonna get Sheltered Thicket. I don't really want to draw it. Like, the result of drawing Sheltered Thicket is I would play it as a tap land, so it's not great. Can always dismember the Champion of the Parish if I really want to. If they put a Thalia on the stack, I probably am supposed to. Yeah, but I just think Grazer's important enough to the matchup that I'm supposed to do that, right? Our math. I'm just going to dismember it. I think I'm going to dismember it anyway, so it's better to do it now. Right. Okay, so I'm on turn 3. I'm at 13, but I'm fairly like stable right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yo, what's up, Ved? How you doing, friend? I went 3-2 in a league earlier. Yo, what's up, Wealth? Mim? Okay. They're probably gonna name Primeval Titan, and it makes sense because I have exactly 5 lands. Oh, that's a bot? Okay. Thanks, Fed. I obviously had no idea. Thank you for keeping an eye out. You're doing your modelly duties. Alright, see, the mage did name Primeval Titan as I expected, because it's so natural to name it here. Just gonna play Tusk. Basically insta-stabilizes me. Hope everyone's having a good holiday. Or soon to be holidays. It is that time of year. And if you enjoy supporting this stream and you have Twitch Prime, feel free to use it on this stream. Barring that, you could follow here or on YouTube, and I would also appreciate that. Alright, so what do they mage here? Ironically, they're like not really killing me. And also, Scapeshift is not even good here, and it's not in my deck. So, this is interesting. That's also funny. Guess I attack, actually. I'll put the screws to them. Yeah, I think I would have named Lightning Bolt if I were in their spot as well. Get your tips from Steve Locke. Steve won a lot of matches with humans. I feel like you didn't even have buys in those tournaments, actually, if I recall correctly for some reason. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'll get the regular mountain. Is that the GP? Oh no, that's the one where I went 12-3 with zombies because I was 6-3, then I went 6-0. And zombies was freaking great. Yeah, zombies was insane. I just wish my sideboard was so bad. That's why I went 12-3. All 3 of my losses were to Skyboat in that tournament, and I had these never returns on my sideboard instead of murder. I just it was horrible. Sky Sovereign was basically unbeatable in that tournament for a lot of reasons. Okay, I guess you got me. This is fine. I'm not going to bolt that deputy just on principle. They're not good. I'm just bolting the one on Titan because I might draw a Titan this turn. It would be so good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to play this land. I don't think I'm going to race anymore because I have an inevitability now. Attacking last turn might have been wrong, actually, but... So basically there's no reason to play this because it doesn't really do much unless if I draw exactly another mountain, and then I'll regret it. Freebooter. Looks like freeboots. Alright, so they get to see I have a mountain. There's no, like, I honestly believe I should not play it here, so I didn't. I think the best possible draw for me, barring Primeval Titan, is probably a fetch land. I guess I have a lot of good draws, actually, right? Like, a large portion of my deck is very good. I have 1 anger in my deck, Fed. Okay, that was really good, I think. just gonna sit. I think role assessment dictates that if I sit here, they can't really win. Humans cannot cast Alpine Moon. It would be really, really hard considering it costs actual red mana. Sup, Daniel? Mark, I was thinking about that, but I can actually kill the deputy next turn if I really want to avoid that. Or I could just start using my lands to start killing their freebooters, right? I mean, I'm only going to take 4 damage, and I have so long to survive. I think that it's fine. Like, this is a good draw. Every ramp spell is just a bolt, essentially. So it's just great. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, play this out. Get into there. Idiot. Still don't think I should attack, really. If they don't draw something special this turn, I think the door will be almost completely closed for them to kill me. Fetch Cinder Glade with this, fetch some mountain with that. I could get Dwarven Mine again. Guess I'm probably supposed to, right? I'll get Cinder Glade. It's probably actually better to leave the Dwarven Mine in my deck. When is that? I'm thinking about it still, obviously. All right. See, my opponent just couldn't beat a barrage of lightning bolts. Is the reality. All right. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna run an ad real quick, but I'll talk to you about that after the stream vid. All right, I'm back. 2 more matches. Oh, those bolts came with 2/2s. Yeah, how broken do you think it would be if there were a 2/2 that said when it comes into play, lightning bolt something, and it costs 0 mana? All right, 3-0. 2 matches to go. Then I'll probably call it a night. Oh, I'm gonna open a chest for Cardboard Live if Cardboard Live is here. Just for you, Wilson Hunter, you beautiful, beautiful man. Elvish Archdruid and Steam Flogger Boss. I like how there are other riggers. I think they were in Kaladesh. I think Moriok Rigger is a rigger as well. Nope. It's only Moriok Ricker? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Mike. don't ask me. I'm just baffled and confused. Do we have a match yet? Nope. Steve, I'll message you on Facebook after the stream is over. I have a lot of thoughts on that, and I've been testing a fair amount before the Legacy playoff. Where first place is really just an enormous prize. Oh, Edgar! It's on January 5th, Steve. I'm probably going to get destroyed by Edgar. It's kind of insane. This is a keep, though, I think. Probably Amulet. I guess it could be like Urza or some shit. Alright, looks like Urza instead. Which wins, a Beastie Boy or a Goose? Oko. Oh man, Edgar's roasting me in the chat. He says it's 50-50 because I might punt. Probably am going to chump with the Grazer this turn, though. But yeah, I don't think Urza is thrilled to see this matchup, generally speaking. It depends on how their deck is built. If it's like the combo version. Gotcha is funny. Alright, guess I say go. Alright, so he's thinking about whether to bubble or not. Probably doesn't want to. I think the mana is probably more important. Alright, so I'm gonna test the waters because I'm really not allowed to not cast a Titan this turn, I think. This probably blocks more damage later, so I'll just block the Urza for now. Alright, I guess I have a lot of Titans to cast. Let's see if I get Cryptic Commanded. If I do, I'm actually dead, I think. Counter bounce. That. Finger got me good. What would you have done, Corporal Trash Panda? I don't think I want anything else. The Rex Sage is not even that great versus them, to be fair, but I think it's nice to be able to kill a construct. I think they're just gonna try to counterlock me, like wall me off with counters. Oh, actually, that does matter. That would have been a better play then. Oh, you like Veil? Oh, that makes so much sense. All right. Yep, you're right. You're right. You're right. I hope I got the Veils into my deck in time. God damn it. Alright. This is probably a keep. This is a turn 4 Titan, obviously, but if I get discard spelled or something, it's not great. But I don't think I'm allowed to mulligan, really. Full Proxy Heaven, thank you for the follow. Casting this one first because I might want to block with this one later. I think that's just good queen living, as the kids say. I really should have Veil in my deck. If I draw a Grazer instead of Veil, I'm gonna go Ballistic probably. So you like what I did, I guess is what I'm asking, Ryan? Thick? What is thick? Well, that's pretty thick. Gonna play the Titan next turn if well, probably no matter what, but depends on exactly what happens. Do I get Mountain? EOT. It's 3. There'll be 5 land types. I guess I do. 3-0. Might get disputed here, unfortunately. But... Ooh, okay. Well, this matchup's probably harder, considering he's that version. Though, I remember Autumn Cut Emery from the deck. 3-0 down a game versus Edgar. He just got killed on, like, pretty quickly. Not great. I feel like Edgar probably did cut Coatl. Whoops. Probably another counter, but I think I just need to run it. Okay, that's fine. I guess I'll kill the construct now, if they let me. Holy fuck. I guess I die again. I literally... What the hell? I'm a victim of Edgar's draw. I got double... 1, 2, 3... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe yeah, I was thinking about it, Mark. Maybe you're right. Well, Edgar, for that beating, do you mind subbing to the stream? I got destroyed. To be fair, I left 2 Grazers in my deck by accident. The Grazers were supposed to be 2 more Veils, so... It looks like Edgar probably cut the collaterals. Well, Dokomoy, if people want to give me money, I'm going to encourage it at all costs. Do you agree with that plan? Yo! Egg Dad! Love you, friend. That makes the loss feel slightly better. Oh, I got destroyed. I'm going to open a chest in honor of you, Egg Dad. Open a pack or a chest? Oh, 125 play points! So many. And Temur War Shaman. Yeah, thank you, Egg Dad. Oh, plus the best emote on Twitch. Playing against Toya now. So if I hit a Castle Garenbrig, this is a turn 3 Titan. How do I enable it? I don't even know how. What is this? Why is there a Giver of Ruins off a Godless Shrine? Oh, is this Mardu Shadow probably? Alright, there's the castle. So that's pretty great. I guess it's probably Mardu Shadow, right? There's the Street Wraith too, so how's that look about it? Sucks. Guess I cast this in response. Obviously, I don't think they would actually take it. I see. That is sweet, Dokkanway. Thank you. So I took a second Titan just as backup. They could take my Farseek, but I think I'm likely still to be fine. Going to play the Mountain untapped to bluff Lightning Bolt, even though obviously I don't have it. So if I draw untapped land, I can Titan. Okay. Do they have 2 shadows behind as well? Edgar, you played a lot with this deck before, right? Mardu Shadow? Why did it become bad? I guess is my question. God damn it. Okay, whatever. I'm still gonna cast this main phase. If I hit Sakura-Tribe Elder, I would want to play it. Grazer, not so much. Actually, maybe I do play the Grazer just as a blocker, because I'm gonna have plenty of resources if I go unscathed in another turn. They might have another push to trade with it, which would make this a bad play, but it's like whatever. I think just being able to block their 2 damage per turn is probably worth more on average than just getting a land there. Alright, so they had a bolt. The bolt would have gone at my face, so I think this is fine. So I have 2 mountains, a forest. Let's probably just get field and like a mountain next turn. Exactly, yeah. I agree. So that's why I did that. They cycled on Earth. Oh boy, that's good for me. Alright, I'm gonna play the land afterwards. I think I just get field fetch, probably. Don't really see how they're going to beat this army of zombies anytime soon. Obviously, they could, like, if they had a shadow, they could sneak it through, but they can't do that right now. I think I'm going to side out Grazer for game 2, though. Yeah, they do. Well, they generally play, like, 1 or 2 copies, if I recall correctly. I think Scapeshift sucks, and I think Grazer sucks. Yeah, I agree. I guess maybe I'll leave in 2 Scapeshifts. And the consideration is these cards. Need Magmatic Sinkhole. Ooh, that is an interesting point. Yeah, maybe... Alright, I'm gonna make a note of that. Thank you for the suggestion. That actually makes a lot of sense, I think. Especially in this matchup, Sinkhole would be pretty good. Dismember costs you life, so it's not really ideal, I think, but... I guess I'll just leave in the last Scapeshift instead to be more threat dense. Alright. I think this is the last game, last match of the night. So let's hope it goes well. For Shadow, I don't think I'm going to mulligan any reasonable hand. I think this is a reasonable hand, so. Because their plan is basically to try to tear your hand apart. Okay, they don't have a turn 1 discard spell, so that makes me happy. Might be a Scholar here. Ooh, okay, yeah, okay. Those are all good points. That convinced me by itself that the first single was probably good. What's up, Biraj? You're just in time for the last match of the night. Edgar beat me round 4 to derail my 3-0 start, so I'm 3-1 currently. But GG's, Edgar. It's always a pleasure. Here, I think this Inquisition's like not terribly effective versus my hand. Like my hand is literally 2 pair. Shit. Max Elk tier Melira? Wow, what is... Yeah, the Melira sideboard won me a match versus Infect, so props to the Melira. Shout out. Shout out to Rimrock Knight, obviously. Okay, my opponent's just going nowhere so fast. Oh, did they finally have a shadow? Nope, no shadow either. Right, I'm just going to cast this end step. So I already have that lined up, so I'm just going to take the field. I think field is just so good versus these shadow decks, it's kind of unreal. Gonna once to see if I hit Sakura-Tribe Elder, because if I do, I want to play it. So you accidentally got, is what you're saying. It's kind of incredible. Guess I get the Dwarven Mine, right? Dwarven Mine's been like okay. I don't know. I'm not sure. It basically cost us once that it came into play tapped. So I don't know if it's actually okay or not. What do you think's in my opponent's hand? Like, why does the game look like this as Mardu Shadow? I just can't figure it out. Like, this is so weird. Yeah, 4 Terminates. Well, Terminate's not terribly good versus my setup currently. Yeah, I don't think there can be a ranger captain. Oh, okay, I guess now there is. Do I still have one on suspend? They might cack it, I guess. The 3/3 body's kind of nice for them. So I'm going to cast In Response because, again, interesting. Do I just take a backup Titan? Probably. Yeah, just going to take a backup Titan. Easiest Primeval. Yeah, I don't really understand why the game looks like this, to be fair, but that's okay. Should I attack? Probably not. I don't know. Cacking this plan like this, I think, is bad for them. I think they're supposed to be the beatdown, essentially. Because now if I draw a land, I can just Scapeshift them right out. Note, kind of awkward that I don't have a third green source. Otherwise, I could just Pact for Elder and Scapeshift them out. So maybe I missequenced. Although, like, this was my hand at the time. Or this was my hand most of the time. So generally getting a bunch of mountains is normally correct. But obviously this plan makes it a little bit worse. They could have, like, a path in their hand for sure. They could have, like, at least one Terminate, I think. Alright. Aven Mind Sensor. If my opponent has Aven Mind Sensor, good job, opponent. You got me. Fulminator Mage. Okay. Interesting. Had it. I mean, obviously I didn't actually have it, so I'm joking, but... We got there! Primeval Titan's a good card. Alright. Versus Mind Sensor? I'm not sure. Like, probably because I have Field of the Dead. I would get to make 2 zombies, right? Most likely. If I hit 2 different land types. If I hit the same ones, maybe not, but... Alright, I'm going to open a few chests in celebration for all of you loyal viewers. Ooh. Let's check that one out. I think I'll end up cutting the Dwarven Mine, actually. Opalescence is a classic of Legacy. I remember Arcane Justice gives me bad remembrances. Wait, this artist is Jason Chan? Amaz drew this card? Censor is good in Pioneer, Blue White in my opinion. Amaz drew this card. That's the only logical explanation. Whims of the Fates. Is this from... What the set is this from? Why don't I remember? This is a commander card? Yeah, that is ludicrous. Yo, this card was sweet. This was an original Zendikar block and reprinted in BFC. Yeah, I seem to remember Whims of the Fate was in Theros block, but I couldn't remember. This card is sweet. Necrotic Ooze I have some fond memories of. Broken in Survival. This card was literally just broken in Survival. The Ooze survival decks were so good. Drolf's Messenger and 20 play points. This card was pretty sweet. There was also the time where Pillar of Flame didn't kill this card in a Mox, and Corey Lack complained a lot, but Wizards basically told him, well, it's your own fault for not building your deck to address that. Inventor's Fair and Magus of the Mirror, which is a shout out to Mirror Universe. Oh yeah, those weird Undying decks, Dokumi are really interesting. I don't think I would play them personally, but they certainly look interesting. All right, one more test to go. Let's see what's in the Wonder Wall. Wait, the Void. That's probably something, right? Probably is by this point, because Magic Online, essentially. Okay, nice. I think I came out on this chest. Alright, I'm gonna pay it forward. To Wyatt. Wyatt streaming. You know, Wyatt Darby's Good Times, or Diet Warby, as his cover photo indicates. So I'll be back next Monday. I'll see you all then.